Have you ever tried to quit an addiction that you just never could seem to break from? Well, that's why I'm here to talk to you today. Some things just need to be stopped or never even started. According to Encyclopedia.com, tobacco was introduced to Europe by Columbus upon his return from the New World. As the habit of smoking spread throughout Europe, Russia, Africa, and the Orient, it met with formidable opposition from rulers who instigated periodic attacks upon it. In 1604, King James I of England issued a proclamation called a counterblast of tobacco. He and others, however, were unsuccessful in eradicating the use of tobacco, and also, according to Medical News Today, smoking is responsible for several diseases such as cancer, long-term chronic respiratory disease, and heart disease, as well as premature death. There are many non-beneficial factors that cause social problems, and there are many treatments to help quit. Now that I've shared with you what I'm going to talk about, I'll tell you the problems about smoking. One big problem is health. According to the National Cancer Institute, smoking is the leading cause of cancer and from the death of cancer. It causes cancers of the lung, esophagus, larynx, mouth, throat, kidney, bladder, pancreas, stomach, and cervix, as well as the acute myeloid leukemia. Smoking also causes heart disease, stroke, aortic aneurysm, a balloon-like bulge in the artery in the chest, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, and chronic bronchitis and emphysema, asthma, hip fractures, and cataracts. Smokers are at a higher risk of developing pneumonia and other airways infections. Also, according to MNT, over 440,000 people in the USA and over 100,000 people in the UK die of smoking each year. According to Medline Plus, smoking harms nearly every organ of the body. Cigarette smoking causes 87% of lung cancer deaths. It is also responsible for many other cancers and health problems. These include lung disease, heart and blood vessel disease, stroke, and cataracts. Women who smoke have a greater chance of certain pregnancy problems or having a baby die from sudden infant death syndrome. Your smoke is also bad for other people. They breathe in your secondhand smoke and can get many of the same problems as smokers do. According to Medicine Net, secondhand smoke is harmful to the death of children, unborn children, family members, and co-workers. It's also very expensive. According to the Alberta Health Services, a week of buying a pack of cigarettes per day is like buying 3 CDs or 2 brand new DVDs or 2 tickets to a concert. A year of buying a pack of cigarettes per day is like buying a brand new 50-inch widescreen flat panel TV. Since you now know the factors that come with smoking, let us look at the causes of it. For one, there's social problems. It's very addicting. Smoking is addicting, so it makes you feel like you need to have a smoke all the time. You won't have to go outside in the cold, and you won't have to have bad breath or stink like smoke all the time. There's also peer pressure. You can lose friends by trying to make them smoke or by the other way around. According to Health, stop being a horrible influence on children. Children of smokers are twice as likely to smoke, and as we said, you'll stop being a horrible influence on children. Exposure to secondhand smoke, even low amounts, hurts kids' cognitive skills and is linked to increased behavioral problems. Your children will even have healthier teeth, for crying out loud. Children raised in houses where one or both adults smoke are more likely to develop tooth decay. According to Smoking Risk Perception and Policy, the majority of smokers start young, before age 18. In the United States, some 3,000 children and young people start to smoke each day. With the different ways that your life can change by smoking, I'll tell you about the ways that you can make a better change into your life. There's many treatments and ways to quit. According to the Cleveland Clinic, transdermal nicotine patch, or the Chantix nicotine gum, nicotine lozenge, nicotine nasal spray, and nicotine inhalant, and bupropion are all ways to quit smoking. Now that you know how harmful smoking is to yourself as well as others, it is very important to convince people to quit as well as to not even start. As you can tell, there are many negative factors and social problems associated with smoking. Yet, on the other hand, there are many treatments that are able to be provided and to help with the quitting of the addiction. So if you see someone smoking, confront them and tell them all the harmful effects and urge them not to even start this terrible addiction.